Don't know if anyone is even going to join me or not, and that's okay, because I will probably just leave this up and, let the chips fall where they may on it. Maybe this live will lose me some subscribers. Maybe it'll gain me some subscribers. I don't know, and I don't really care. At the bottom line of everything that I know is life is very short. It's a really interesting time. We get to go round and round on this planet for a set amount of time. Then it's up. Old buddy of mine, Phil Herper guy, and a indigo snake specialist. His name was Paige, and he passed away earlier this week. He wasn't a whole lot older than me. And looking back, I kind of looked at some of the disagreements me and him had. I think we unfriended each other a couple times. We found our way back to each other. And anyway, we were friends when he passed. That kind of was important to me because while we saw some things differently, we had our heated moments. But we also didn't let it affect who we were. Now, once again, we both hit the unfriend button a couple of times. That happened. The guy did some amazing things for animals. And I always respected him for that. He was a good dude, gone too soon. Says I got 4 people watching. Some of y'all say something. Let me know how my audio is. Hey, Moon, how are you? Moon, I'm going to give you a wrench. Hey, CJ. Hey, Christina, is it okay if I call you CJ? Let me know. That's good, Moon. I don't expect a large crowd tonight. Hey, Morbid, how are you? Gotcha, CJ. How is Irish doing? He seemed like he's doing better. Morbid, I'm going to deputize you as well. If that's okay. Life Freedom, hello. Pogos Pythons, hello. Glad you guys could jump in here tonight. No, I tell you, I had no plans to go on live tonight. Didn't really see this happening. Hey, Solo, how are you? Glad you're here. But anyway, I just figured I'd go live and get some stuff off my chest. And kind of try and do it in a manner where I don't lose any professional composure, so to speak. Gotcha, CJ. That's good news. I need to get over there and check up on everyone. But hey, CJ, thank you for stopping in. Believe me, I know you got an early day, so. Right, Solo. I agree. But that's the point of this live. Is some people are taking the say what you want thing a little too far. I started watching a video by this dude who I used to talk to some. See ya, CJ. You know, I got a lot of love in my heart for you. You know, your family. Live, we had baseball size hail over in Arkansas, like about 120 miles away. Storms missed us today. They may not tomorrow. So we'll see. Good night, Mrs. Christina. Thank you for stopping by. Had a friend of mine hit me up and say, "Man, you guys okay?" And I was like, yeah, we're okay. What do you mean? This was like 2 days ago. He said, I heard you had storms. I said, well, excuse me. I said, we didn't. Started looking around on the internet, and Dallas, Texas area got hammered by tornadoes. Hey, I appreciate that, Live. It is tornado season. They don't bother me much. Kind of grew up here, so kind of like people in California, a lot of them are used to earthquakes. And kind of like being here in Oklahoma, you get used to tornadoes. I'll say that. Don't have a link, Derek. Didn't do this through StreamYard. Guys, hit that like button. Now, I was going to kind of go one way with this because I was initially pretty peeved. I saw a video. Derek, you need a wrench for over here. If you don't mind. But I saw a video right before I came on, and I discussed it a little bit with Derek's Reptiles. And this video that I saw that I discussed with Derek was attacking a specific person. And I don't even want to get into names because names aren't important. You hear a name and then you go check out their channel and see their crappy video of them attacking someone else. And, you know, my whole thing is, let me step back a little bit. About a year ago, I left a ton of Facebook groups and stuff that I was in. Even some that I like moderated or admined. And I just got sick of the negative nature of Facebook. Everybody was attacking everybody over politics or over this or over the handling of that. And everybody kind of can figure in an election year, you're going to have stuff like that. So I really stepped back from a lot of things. I'm still in a lot of groups that that's my only way to see these guys' photos or their field herping finds. Exactly, Live. It's so negative. I just, like, I log in, see if I'm tagged on anything important, then I log right back out. My fear is, and Live, me and you have had this discussion about people attacking your lives and stuff. And, you know, people who like thrive on drama. And, Overall, I'm not a fan. There's times where drama and calling people out and things are necessary. I think the public call out in our arena, in the reptile world, can kind of be a bad thing. Especially if you don't know what you're talking about. Or especially if you're a hypocrite that 7, 8 months ago you were begging me to help you do what you're criticizing people for today. Like I said, I give 0 flips if you unsubscribe my channel over this. I'll tell you who did a good live on this kind of stuff the other night was DA Exotics. Andrew. Guy's an old school boss. He's been around forever, and he can tell you that I've been around forever. See, this stuff is nothing new. This group attacks this group over here. This group is bigger, has more followers. They attack this group over there. And eventually you look at, wow, here's USARK against USARK. So why should I, if I'm a new person to herpetoculture, why do I even want to get involved in this? It looks like a flippin' mess. I mean, seriously, nothing sets me off more than people asking a question on a message board. Hey, my gecko or my python has a stuck shed. What do I do? And people just start bashing. They start throwing right and left hooks. And that whole thing has just got me turned off. I mean, I come to YouTube to have a good time, bring people some entertaining videos. Exactly, Solo. It's like it's like 6th grade boys or girls. That's what it's like. I mean, like I'm expecting Gwen Stefani to pop out of the car and start doing Holler Batgirl any second now. Fungus Queen, glad to have you. I'm selective about who I hang with. Literally, I am. I thought you'd get a kick. But you know, my main thing is field herping. That's what I like to do. I want to do that more than anything. I like being out in nature. People need to act their age, not their shoe size. Straight up, Life Freedom. Straight up. And when people don't, or when they stoop to immaturity, whether they've got 500,000 followers or 100 followers, it looks bad on them. I'll tell you, there's a major breeding organization up in the Northeast that recently I lost a lot of respect for. Now, I respect one of the guys that's involved with them, but one of the other guys that's doing some of their stuff, I just got zero. I mean, like literally, like a matter of fact, I'm about ready to donate $500 to PETA and list it in his name. Because literally, you might as well go work for the enemy at that point. I'm just sick of the attack videos. People with 100 subscribers or, 500 subscribers or whatever who 9 months ago were for live feeding videos and were begging me to help them with them. Oh, and I saved this screenshot. You think I won't call you out as a hypocrite? Take a swing at me. Because I'll get that thing to 50 people overnight that'll all put it in their stories. And once again, at that point, I'm no better than you. But literally, this organization, they have one guy who's doing stupid crap and making attack videos. Don't want to say his name because I don't want you to go check out his channel. No, don't go check him out. Don't give him the watch time. I can kind of see their point to some degree. Some of what he was talking about, yeah, I kind of feel like, yeah, that's not really the way to go. But every channel that this guy attacked has grown in subs since the attack video. What happens? See, that's why I'm trying to keep names out of it. Someone attacks someone else. Well, I got to go see what this is about. I got to go see. And some people, when you have a certain level of subscribers, you can start beefing with someone, and it can kind of actually work out benefiting both parties. A lot of times, it just makes me unfollow the one that's starting the attack. Now, once again, yeah, my comment sections is open. The guy who did this video earlier, his was not. Once again, yeah, oh, this is what I got to say. You can't say nothing about it. No, that's fine. The fact is, you can't defend the fact that you were trying to attempt the same thing 8 months ago when it didn't work out for you, or when you couldn't get someone to cooperate with you. Then you're going to turn around and attack other people. Then you wonder why everyone's calling you chicken shit. Hey, Dragoon, good to see you. Exactly, Morbid. That's what I thought. I went out there and saw it, read the title, pulled up the transcript because I did not want to give this guy a second of watch time. Pulled up the transcript, and then I unsubbed his channel. I mean, you're gone. You're bye. I mean, and the whole thing I have a problem with is, let's shift the scenario for a minute. Okay, Derek, you had, I think you've had Tim Freed on. Derek, have you had Tim Freed? Or I know you've had Ray Hunter. Confirm that for me, Derek. Now, either way, I have a buddy over in England. His name is Steve Ludwin. And we talk from time to time. And he does the self-immunization with venom. Okay. Here's all the venomous community pro people calling people like him, people like Freed, people like Ray, names, this and that. It's not professional, it's dangerous. No, I mean, I get where you're coming from. But then don't turn around and call Bill Haas a god when he was doing the exact same thing. Keep it consistent. Keep it across the board. Don't have a set of standards for a person with this size audience and then different set of standards for the same behavior for a person with this size audience. Nothing hacks me off more. You get into this stuff to some degree in the field herping community. People, flip rocks, then they bash other people for flipping rocks. I can get it if you're not putting the rock back right or not addressing the moisture seal, especially in summer. Oh, I totally get it. But at the same time, you know, people sit there and argue about, how to flip a rock correctly. And, if it's an intelligent debate without attack, that's one thing. But when it's like, go flag this guy's page, go flag his account, got to get him out of here because he doesn't do it the way I think it should be done. Okay. That's fine. Let's see you go put that on the senior people in the community. You see, they don't do that. See, some people, another hot button topic is iNaturalist. Stuff like that. Now I totally get it. iNaturalist will not obscure rare species sightings in certain states. Other states they do. If it's been put in across the board, I don't know it yet. And once again, I only use iNaturalist myself for inverts that are common and for reptiles and amphibians that are incredibly common to an area. Like, okay, if someone's going to go collect rat snakes at Keystone Lake, which is down the street from me and Iron Dog, and they need iNaturalist to tell them they're there, put two and two together. It's like, why don't we get rid of range maps if we're going to take it that far? Now, I understand you don't want to take something like a glossy crayfish snake, which is state endangered in Oklahoma. I said glossy, not grams. Grams is rather common. But if you found one outside of a county it was known to exist in, they're in very few counties in Oklahoma. Yeah, you wouldn't want to pin that exact location on iNat. But here's the deal. Can someone not look at a range map and relatively tell that that's where they would be? Or that they would be, at least in this county, and possibly the next county over? We all know that species ranges expand, contract, whichever. And then sometimes there's just not a documented, approved sighting or specimen collected by someone that's holding the right permit. I've seen plenty of that. But exactly what Life Freedom said, it makes their character look bad when they criticize others. And I think I'd originally brought up the point that, here's this organization over there that supports something like USARK. Then here's these smaller creators over here. They're supporting USARK too. But their monetized channels might possibly be how they support USARK. Bigger people, maybe they don't have to go that route. But either way, at some point, it all becomes everybody against everybody. And no one's fighting who both groups see as the real enemy. Now me, I don't care. I really don't. What I do know is some people get attacked and some people get slandered online, and because these areas are so subjective, people don't really know how to handle that. And then, people flag each other's stuff, and it's kind of all crazy. It's just kind of like, I learned this a long time ago. The more you complain about a certain topic, the more attention you give it, the more people go to check it out. I want to say I did a live that touched on this the other night about like sharing things about venomous snake bite. Don't share that crap. That's why news companies report it, because they know it'll drive fear, and it'll also get shared a lot. You see, that's what they're wanting. They're wanting the attention, because they're wanting to drive the traffic for their advertisers, so the advertisers will keep investing money. I mean, fear sells. That's all news companies do. Sell fear. But either way, I'm going to be on DEA Exotics and Gary Orner's live this coming Friday, if all things work out, to talk about all things rattlesnake conservation. And I'm going to dig a little deeper, if everything works out, into, what we found out about petitions against this, or, trying to put this group over here on blast. Things like that. Yeah, Dragoon. Yeah, that's kind of what we're kind of addressing. And like I said, some people there I've got respect for. Some people I'm like, what rock did you crawl out from under? Nobody knows who the hell you are. Nobody knows who the hell you are. I mean, I don't. I've asked other people, they're like, well, we don't know where this guy came from. We all know Kev. And he's been around forever. And he's made a list of accomplishments and done a lot of things that are definitely noteworthy. No one's attacking him. But that's what I'm saying. This other guy comes out from out of nowhere. Who is he? Why is he? See, I started unfollowing years ago. I started probably about 3 or 4 years ago. Certain people in the reptile community, and these were people who had me on their podcasts, who gave my former organizations a lot of press time. And people that, I wouldn't say that I thought were friends, but people that I felt like, had the interest in my organization at heart. But then I just looked at them. They were attacking everybody. Every time you turn around, they're attacking someone. And I just walked away from a lot of those people. Hey, Ariel, glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Great live earlier. Great live, Ariel. That was, I can't even remember now what that was that you were making, but my gosh, it looked good. I'm getting hungry just now thinking about it. But I kind of think, you should be able to put out stuff, put out your own content, make it the way you want to make it, keep it positive, maybe make it a little edgy, I don't know. But once you start having to stoop to the level of attacking other people, a lot of people lose respect for you. They may never say it, they may never show it. But I guarantee you, I've unsubscribed a ton of channels this week. Oh, really? You want to be like that? No, I get the right that you have the right to disagree with them. I get the right that you may not feel like what this person over here is doing is good for the hobby, good for the industry, good for whatever. But why do we have to make a public spectacle of it? It's like live, Derek's, Dragoon, all three of you guys are 3 guys in my life who I know from different segments of my life. And Derek, Live, or Dragoon, if I had ever had a problem with anything any of y'all did, I'd take it up with you in private. I wouldn't need to make a show out of it. And then, maybe that's where we part ways. We can't come to an understanding. I've been there in the reptile world so many times. I've been the guy who either did the research and was in a room with 4 other guys that didn't do the research. And if it's like talking to a brick wall, it's like talking to a brick wall. Might as well just let go, leave the band at that point. Hey Lou, how are you? Lou B is a great example of a channel. Go sub Lou B 747. Snakes, fast cars, faster airplanes. Guy puts out such quality content he doesn't have to attack anybody. Guy handles himself in such a way people show up to watch his videos. And at the end of the day, I would like to think we all have a personal line of integrity. Part of what I wanted to do with the Angry Aatrox when I started that channel was show people the true nature of rattlesnakes. Show people that if at all possible, they can and will be reclusive. They will try to avoid you. They will try to get away from you. They will try not to bite you. I've got actual snake bite envenomations on video where someone tries to either pin the head of a snake, which I'm not recommending. I don't think there's generally much good reason to do that. It's not safe for the person. It's not safe for the snake. Snake can get hurt that way. Hey, DEA, we were just talking about you and about your live the other night. That was a good live. And DEA, if you want to drop wait, hang on. Let me wrench DEA. If you want to drop a link to that live that you did the other night about not attacking each other, you might get some more views on it, and I for one would appreciate it. I know where to find it. Be sure and sub DEA Exotics. Andrew's a good guy. The people he hooks up with are good people. But either way, there's a bigger enemy going on right now. I know more people from animal rights groups like HSUS, PETA, Outreach for Animals, Global Animal, all that stuff. I know more people from those organizations than anybody in this chat room. Anybody on this live. Guaranteed. Because see, back in the early days of RAR, unbeknownst to a lot of people, we teamed up with some of those people. We didn't care. We were there to learn from them. They were there to see if they could help us. These are the ground level operatives, not the suits. And, our only concern was about helping wild rattlesnakes. Try to address things like burrow gassing, things like that. These were issues we felt needed addressed. And either way, those people in the animal rights groups, there's the live. Guys, click that and throw that into another browser. As soon as I finish this, go watch that or go watch it right now. It's not going to hurt my feelings if my numbers drop because of this. Because I think Andrew had some good stuff to say there. But whether or not, Morbid or Derek feed a live rat to a python, do you think that the animal rights groups aren't coming after y'all anyway? Give it time, they squash out the captive stuff, they'll come after the field herpers. And I hear in other countries, they're doing that to some degree. The attack's in place. The plans are already laid. Now, once again, how they got to that conclusion and how they got there, I think a lot of it had to do with invasive species that would escape. I think it has to do with venomous creatures that escape. I think that plays way more into it than whether or not alligator feedings guy drops a rabbit into a pit of alligators and films it and throws it on YouTube. Exactly, DA. In Texas, you can't road cruise, not legally. I know a lot of people still do it and get away with it, but certain areas of West Texas DEA, game wardens will put out a fake snake on the road. Looks just like a gray-banded king snake, Lampropeltis alterna. What they do is they take a rope and they put little orange pieces of tape around it to make it just 30, 40 feet out. It looks like a gray-banded king snake crossing the road. They wait to see if that car stops. If they do, that's when they get nailed. I've had some instances in Texas, just over the state line, Hardeman County area, where you pull off the shoulder of the road, photograph a rattlesnake, and you're not wearing a vest. You had the permit, you had this, you had that, but you forgot the vest. You got a ticket. DEA, if you stop to let it cross the road, I don't know, but you get out of the car, they're nailing you. If you run it over, they probably wouldn't care, but you're not going to stop in the road to hunt it or collect it or photograph it. Lou, I'd love to hear about what road cruising's like out in California. Yeah, exactly, but DA, no one could get any good pictures from standing in the car. That's why everyone does the vest and they climb those cuts and things like that. That's how a lot of that stuff gets done down in that Big Bend, Marfa area. That's another thing. Everybody crucifies people over, don't put stuff on iNaturalist. Some of the people crucifying the people for putting stuff on iNaturalist, which I agree maybe should be obscured. They'll head down to West Texas and collect every alterna they can find. I've heard stories from legitimate people that I absolutely trust, and I have no doubt it's happening. I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm not here to pass judgment. Either or. But at the same time, the attacks, the negativity, it's growing old, at least amongst the community of people I follow. I think the best thing you can do if you disagree with someone is take it up with them in private. If you don't reach a conclusion, part ways, unsub each other's channels. These hit piece videos have a way of backfiring. Exactly, DEA. And DEA, I've always been a field herper. That's always kind of been first and foremost. But the older I get, the more and more I think, maybe someday I'll get back more into captive keeping. But then again, I don't want to be lumped in with that group of people over there, or that group of people over there, because all they do is hate each other and attack each other. Oh, they attack people they think they can attack. It's bullying. So far as I'm concerned. Like I said, if you're going to attack, you know, someone who has no following for injecting themselves with snake venom, you should totally attack Bill Haas. And I think Bill Haas was a legend, but then again, I don't disagree with the guy. The guy did his homework. He knew the risks. He took the risks. They were calculated risks. And that's what I see some of these other people doing. Now, whether or not everybody attacking them knows it or not, exactly, Pogo. It's the drama is nonstop. It needs to stop. I mean, like literally, I'm getting to where I just like almost I'm getting to where I don't want to be. I don't want to click on YouTube because something pops up that's a hit piece. And granted, I can always cut out this sector of people, but then I cut out some of the people that supported me and helped me. You know, I don't want to do that. Yelly, in Texas, which I'm not in Texas, but in Texas, you cannot like legally hunt anything from the road, which is technically road cruising for reptiles, kind of falls under that category. So to do anything like off the shoulder of the road, off the side of the road, working the rock cuts, you have to wear a vest so you can be visible. You have to have, like, you know, the Texas collector permit, the Texas reptile stamp, whatever it is. You have to go through a lot more hoops. Like in Oklahoma, you just need a hunting and fishing license or a hunting license. You know, Robbie, it's been going on for 30 years in the reptile community. Be it captive keeper, be it field herper, I've seen it for 30 years. It goes back to MySpace and before. Hey, Lee. Yeah, no, I appreciate you being here all the way from England. It's good to have you. Guys, check out Lee Wilcox's channel. He's got some good stuff on his channel. I mean, yeah, Robbie, it's been going on since 94, 1988. I remember it. It just, now it has that digital component. And instead of you at the local herp club meeting saying, I don't like that guy, I think he's full of it, or I don't like what he does. And, you know, now it's like you click a mouse button and you get 50 people attacking a crowd of 5 or something, or, you know, 1,000 people attacking a crowd of 50 or 100. And it's just, I don't see a lot of use in it. I was 23 in 1994. It's quite an amazing time. Hey, Smetlogic, you said something I would love for you to throw out. South Texas had some things go down regarding safety, so the vests are mandatory. Exactly, DA. It's been going on since the 80s. Easily. Smetlogic, what happened in South Texas? Was that where someone got ran over? I know a lady was moving a turtle off the road in North Carolina. I want to say she got hit by a car and killed. And then I want to say North Carolina made it illegal to stop your car for wildlife. Or stop and get out of your car to move wildlife across the road. But I would like I would like you to remind me what happened in South Texas. Guy got killed in West Texas, but I think the law was already in effect. Oh, do you remember the guy's name? I'm just curious as to who it is, Matt. And I'm not saying the guy was doing anything bad or wrong, but just you really got to watch for traffic when you're road cruising. We road cruise a lot here in Oklahoma, and technically you cannot hunt from the road in Oklahoma. And so, because herping, you need a hunting license to do it. It's kind of a gray area. We don't have to wear vests. Although I've learned that if you wear a vest, people think you're an oil worker, or people think, you're out checking water meters or something. They give you less grief if you wear a vest, man. Literally, Oklahoma road cruisers go to Lowe's, drop $10 on the fake construction vest or whatever. It'll save you a lot, and then it'll help keep you safer too. A friend of mine was just road cruising in western Oklahoma, and he took about 15 miles of backcountry roads, and someone appeared from out of nowhere and just started followed him all over the place. Not uncommon in those parts. Especially if you are ever silly enough to stop in front of a house. You don't ever stop in front of a house in the country. You just don't. They automatically think you're up to no good. But Smet, man, like I said, if you don't want to drop it in chat, shoot me a message. If you know who it was, I'm just curious, because it seems like I remember hearing about it. But yeah, and that was I want to say that was back when that one guy was making that old Turner Rush film. I want to say it was back in that era. Oklahoma is sketchy in the middle of nowhere. DEA, tell me about it. I've spent a lot of time in Oklahoma in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, Dan was making that film, but I wanted to say it was around that time. You really got to watch yourself in rural Oklahoma, rural Texas. There's a lot of places in Texas and Arkansas, probably every state in this area, where if you go into at night driving around, the locals probably keep an eye on you. I tell you, Smet Logic, funny story. Me and a guy named Travis. Now, this guy does not do social media. He's probably seen some of your videos, some of your pics. This guy just does not do Facebook. He is paranoid of it, and I don't blame him. He also doesn't do Instagram. But me and him drove up to Elgin, Kansas one night. Elgin is where the KHS holds a lot of their field trips, kind of in that area. Great little town. Trucks started following us there. Yeah, you know Elgin well. I thought you would. We went up there one night. We took Highway 99 and went up through like 4 Acre, Oklahoma and stuff. Worked that area. Found a real cool bridge up there with a lot of bats underneath it. Got a spotlight out of the truck and just put it on like the air over by the bridge. And just we'd see hundreds of bats. And it was really, really amazing. We like totally struck out on snakes that night. We saw like a couple of plain-bellied water snakes. And some little herper dude from, I don't know, Guthrie area said we'd find a ton of like Massasauga there. We didn't. Granted, they're probably up in that area. We were there probably a little early in the season for there. And I don't feel like I gave out. Yeah, that dude doesn't. Until you come up with a milk snake spot he hasn't heard of, then you say, hey, man, you don't care about them croats. I've got a milk snake spot. That's when he starts giving up the good stuff. I've kind of lost touch with him. I probably need to reconnect at some point. But either way, it was a fun road to road cruise. And, road cruising and finding nothing, man, it beats a night at work. I'll take it. Road cruising and finding nothing and getting chased by local yahoos still beats a night at work. But either way, rolling back to the subject matter, the environment amongst people who are in the realm of supporting my channel, it just seems like it's getting awful negative. And it needs to stop. You don't make yourself bigger by attacking someone else. If you want to call someone else out, you feel they're doing something wrong, there's ways to do it and do it right. Hey, Smet Logic, me and Travis and Jubal, we're all down south of Tulsa, and we saw a lady, no joke, Deep Fork Wildlife Management Area, backpack, carrying a machete in her hand, wearing a bikini, and she also had on combat boots. Meth, it does a body good. Yeah, man, you see some wild things out there road cruising. You really do. My wife always is like, man, make sure you take someone with you. It's like, the only thing that scares me out there is the people. The animals I can deal with. God, it gets doing it. Guys, if you like reptiles of any kind, I know we've got some python breeders, captive keepers in here tonight. Still, you want to sub to Smet Logic Herping, because I make field herping videos. This guy makes field herping videos with a great story behind them. And they're very entertaining. You will not be disappointed if you sub to Smet Logic Herping and you don't get something out of some of his videos. I like that drunk lady that wrecked her car. That was one of my more recent favorites. Yeah, exactly, Smet Logic. You get into... Got a three-parter coming up. Right on. You get into parts of Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, probably some other places too, New Mexico. And you get out in these places and it's like, yeah, there may be bear, there may be cougar, feral hog. Feral hog's a little bit concerning down at one of my local spots. A couple of people I know, names you would know, Smet, been chased up trees by him. Me, if I'm off the road, I just pull out the revolver and shoot him. Done that a couple of times. Then I get out of there because I don't want the game warden coming to visit me. Even though they don't care if you blast a feral hog. They really don't. Hey, Eric B. Yeah, DEA, Smet Logic Herping has a amazing field herping channel. And he puts the videos together to a point to where it's really entertaining to watch. And yeah, you don't try, Smet Logic, you guys do. And in a world of so much negativity, so much hate, so much attack, like I said in one of my earlier vids, why not promote what you support, what you like, and just quit attacking people? Okay, guys, this is a little scary because when SmetLogic says you're getting your money's worth, you're going to get your money's worth in a cash advance on the next one. Because SmetLogic, to me, delivers the goods every time. Yeah, Lee, you will enjoy SmetLogic's channel. Their sense of humor, the way they tell the story, the way they bring it all together. I'm still trying to see if Nate from Snakes on the Plains will let me pitch like a wild Aatrox on him, Smet. I think we could get some good views with that. What do you say? Man, a couple of times on that last Densite hike, we had a couple of moments where it's like, I'm on this rock, he's on this rock, there's about that much space on each rock, and here's this big 5-foot long den boss coming back up the hill towards us. It's like, move. No, you, Nathan, you move. No, you move. Yeah, you move. Yeah. That's why I jammed those tongs down there beneath that one rock just to keep him from popping out. It was like blocking. It's good times. Snakes on the Plains, good people. Kind of hoping he'd show up tonight, but he may be busy. But Gangman, in the end, drop the attacks. I was kind of close to going after this guy myself when I saw the kind of video that he made. Like I said, I clicked on it for 2 seconds, then just read through the transcript and thought, if I put this guy on blast and mention his name, he's going to get subs out of it. Tonight he lost a few subs, because I saw where he lost some others. Hey, SmetLogic, you never attack anyone. You just deliver quality content all the time. Gang, go sub SmetLogic Herping. You will not be disappointed. And I look forward to the 3-parter. See you guys later. Yeah, Eric B, wasn't it? From that guy. That guy's like a freaking moron. And Eric, I've got screenshots where he's wanting me to help him with the same thing he's yelling at Derek about. I can send them to you. I mean, literally, like last summer, he was asking me to help him with the same thing. Oh, but now all of a sudden, I don't like this. This is threatening the hobby. Whatever, dude. Whatever. I thought about putting you on blast tonight, and I didn't. Because I want to practice what I preach. I want to go out and say, this attacking people stuff, it's not cool. All it does, cause division, cause other things. If you think it's stirring up the animal rights groups, it's not affecting anything that wasn't already in place. I can guarantee you that. And I can find animal rights people from HSUS and PETA who would probably come on a live with me and tell me that they were already concerned. Exactly. Hey, thank you, Miss Sherry. I didn't mean to bump onto you. You were live around the same time I was going live. And I was kind of all worked up when I started this, but I kind of pulled out of it. But either way, guys, man, my whole thing is if your channel has to get traction, or if you have to get noticed by attacking other people, I'm going to avoid you. And if I've subbed you, I'm going to unsubscribe you. A lot of people are that way and you never know it. And what's sad is those could have been your most loyal, supportive fans. Another great point, DEA. They're already monitoring stuff. they're already going to catch what's going on. To me, it's like you just make it easier for them to detect this kind of stuff. If you really feel feeding a rat to a python or a corn snake is going to endanger your rights to keep these animals, work with these animals in private facilities, oh, put it on blast, especially when you have 200, 300,000 people in your audience. You know, Boa Man, I won't say him, the guy that he's got working for him. I'd say F that guy. Yeah, nobody needs to be attacking anybody at this point in the game. If anything, we need to be standing our grounds. We need to be supporting each other, supporting each other's efforts. And once again, if I don't like DEA Exotics, I'm going to unsub from DEA Exotics. Now, I love DEA Exotics. Great channel. Like Boa Man, his stuff. When he releases it, Ariel, Lee, Sherry, Robbie, all you guys, like all y'all, I'll be around. Even if I don't always comment, I'm probably watching, or at least playing. Why do you guys roll your playlists? Sometimes I forget to tell you about it. But I'll start a load of laundry, come in here, turn on a playlist. Back and forth. Next thing you know, I've played 3-4 hours of your video. Appreciate you being here, Robbie. Well, right, Sherry, but that happens. Well, and that's another thing, Boa Man, is his social media guy went after Derek, went after a bunch of other people. And then I dug back in their files. They were doing the exact same thing. Exactly, Eric. Too much division gets posted online. These groups, and I can tell you they're watching this stuff. Believe me, I've been I won't say I've been a part of them. I will say I've been in tight with people who worked for them. Haha. Isaiah Mohammed, thank you. I appreciate it. Sherry, I didn't mean to jack up your live. I really didn't. But man, let's stay positive. Let's support each other. And once again, you know, if you have to do videos attacking people to get clout, I personally have zero respect for you. I've been around a while. DEA can attest to that. I don't know anyone in this room. Well, Dragoon 9966, I've probably known him as long as I've known Andrew. It's been over 10 years, both of you. I've been watching Smetlogic's videos for 10 years, but I never knew him. I got to know him later. Sorry, I was just scrolling back through the chat. But man, seriously, there's a lot of negativity and hate. Don't Facebook my YouTube. Don't Facebook my Instagram. I can leave it at that and feel like I said what I had to say. Exactly, Ariel. We all do YouTube for views. This is what Justin from My Animal House was saying the other night. was he was saying, you know, if you put a video on YouTube and you make it public, you want it to get viewed. Either that or you're just putting it out there. We've covered it 1,000 times. I'm not going to go deep into it tonight. YouTube is not a safe storage place for your videos. I mean, your channel can get hacked like that. It's happened to people before. If you have videos that you want to keep and want to save, get yourself an external hard drive, back them up there too, or back them up to cloud storage. But literally, if you put something on YouTube and you push public, I'm sorry, you're wanting people to view it. Exactly, Boa Man. I wouldn't either. How the only way I would ever do one, Boa Man, is if I saw someone doing something that was patently wrong, and I tried to discuss it with them, I tried to contact them, or I tried to contact someone who's close to them. You see, someone in Florida, I may not have a direct link to. See, I got a lot of friends in Alabama who have a lot of contacts in Florida. Get with one of them and say, hey, this concerns me. Can you set up a meeting? Can we talk about this? Handle it out of the public eye. Let them see that we're a nation strong and that we pull together when things get tough, when things get tight. Let those AR groups see that. Exactly, Ariel. Yeah, exactly, Sherry. And that's why I always tell people, you know, Iron Dog brings up, you know, running a backup channel, having another channel under a separate name that, and even keeping all the videos unlisted, but at least storing them there secondarily. I back up all my stuff to external hard drives, or at least my really good stuff. If I have a crappy bug video that's just marginal, I generally don't do that. And you're right, Robbie. Whatever we do, the winner is always YouTube. See, they could cut all animal videos tomorrow. Exactly, DEA. Exactly. And then, while some of the feeding videos that a lot of people are objecting to, there's some of them out there that, yeah, I don't really like that. I wouldn't watch that. But you attack it, and you draw more attention to it. Use Rumble as a backup channel. Not a bad plan either, Ariel. I'm learning the inner workings of Rumble as we speak. Eric B., why did you delete all your content? Now I don't get to see your content. I watched some of it, dude. But I also understand that. There are times where I just want to walk away from YouTube. I mean, usually, sometimes it has to do with reptile community drama. Other times it has to do with the fact that some 8-year-old girl runs into a wall in 10 different places and gets 20 million views. And I'm sitting here getting, you know, a camera within 5 inches of a 4-foot-long rattlesnake. Takes a lot more talent. It's a lot more dangerous, a lot more risk. I get 200 views, 500 views if I'm lucky. Hey, DEA, I think with YouTube TV, if you have YouTube TV, now I've heard it's like $17 a month. But I've heard if you have YouTube TV, you can download it after you've uploaded it. I don't know, other than screen capturing it, how you would do that, but you would still, I would still see, I would still look at backing up your main videos to an external hard drive, or those ones that are special, the ones that you want to save. I know myself, I shoot so much video, I can fill up a hard drive quickly. Sherry Lynn, how can you download your content from YouTube after it goes up? I would like to know. Do you know? Hey, Dragoon, you need to start putting out some content. It's been a while since I've seen a video from you. Excuse me. Yeah, Moon, you got the community tab. That's good stuff. And Lee, that's what I do. I actually back it up to an external hard drive the moment it's before I upload it to YouTube. I compress it in iMovie when I make a video. I save one to the external hard drive, and then I throw it up on YouTube. And but I don't know how to download a video from YouTube and retain the same quality, the same resolution. Now I know how to like screen capture a video from YouTube on computer through Creator Studio page. It's how to download your own content. Ariel, keep an eye on my chat because I'm rolling over here. YouTube Studio. Creator page. Not seeing a creator page. Is that what you said, Ariel? On computer through the Creator Studio page. Not seeing how to download your own content. I'm seeing upload video. I'm seeing go live. I'm seeing create post. I'm seeing dashboard, content, playlists, analytics, comments, subtitles, copyright monetization, customization, audio library, settings. I did find the list of all the people I've blocked. Oh, God. That's almost scary. Either way. Yeah. I'm not going to dig into it too much tonight. I'm getting ready to get out of here. It's been a long week. And I'm hopefully going to go to bed here before long. Some of you guys know I was waiting on my wife's stepmother. We have been literally... Sherry, I'm just on YouTube Live. I'm not on StreamYard. I can't drop a link. Otherwise I would. Because I just would be interested to know how to do that. Hang on. Let me drop Moon's link for you, Jay. Yeah, Sherry, do you want me to send people back to you? Sherry Lynn Madcat. Jay, that one that link I just dropped, that's Moon Over Miami. Good guy to be hooked up with. Okay, Sherry, I'm ready to be done. So does everyone need to go back to your channel? Because I want to see this. Guys, let's stop the hate. Let's silence the violence. Let's increase the peace. Seriously. Quit attacking each other, especially when y'all appear to be on the same side. And for those of you getting attacked and you're dealing with it in a mature, responsible manner, you just build more and more respect for me. And I'm just going to support your channel longer because of it. Oh, okay. Got it. You hit the edit tab, Ariel. Let me go back over here. Manage videos. Okay, you can okay, yeah. Wow. Download. Wow. I don't know if it's the same quality, same resolution. I'm guessing it would be. Because usually if you shoot something in 4K, it resolves in 4K on YouTube. God should download. I keep forgetting about that, Ariel. Thank you. My God, guys, sub Ariel's channel. If you haven't subbed Ariel Viking Venture and Victuals, sub her channel. She's good people. She's a great friend to have around if you're into the YouTube game. But seriously, Bo, man, 10 years ago you were making videos, dude. DEA, go to Sherry Lynn's. Go to Sherry Lynn Madcap's channel, and I'll catch y'all over there. Now, I have a screenshot where I can show it. You go into like the creator tab, you click on the button that you would click to edit the thumbnail or the title of the video, and about the fourth option down, there's a download option. I can send you the screenshot Ariel sent to me. And it should be the same quality as it was uploaded. Ariel, I'm going to test that. If you don't mind, I'm going to send that screenshot you sent me to DEA. Literally, you go into, you click on your channel, you click on YouTube Studio or Manage Video. And then when, like to the right of the monetization button on each individual video, it has Options tab. There's Edit Title, Description, View on YouTube, Get Shareable Link, Promote, and then the fifth option is Download, right above the Delete Forever. You can click on that download. And once again, how well it works, I don't know. I haven't tested it. That's for another day. That's for tomorrow. I'll get bored, need something to do tomorrow. If I'm not out herping. Guys, let's all go over. Ariel, I've got it down. Let's everybody go mob Sherry Lynn Madcat's chat. Let's go slam her chat and give her some watch hours and some numbers. No, you have to download one at a time, DEA. From what I see, you have to download one at a time. You have to go through video by video. And you go to the YouTube Creator Studio, and then where you have like all your videos, yeah, you got to do one at a time to do that. That's the pain. You go to your channel, you go down to YouTube Studio, and then the three dots out to the right that have options. You actually want to be in Studio. You want to make sure you're in Studio. That's the way that's going to work. YouTube Studio. And then you click on like content, and you go to the channel content page. And then on each video, it has details, analytics, comments, monetization, then three dots to the right that says option. Then you edit title, description, view on YouTube, get shareable link, promote, and then download. no way to download, no way that I know to download several videos all at once. Yet it seems like you have to go by and do one by one. But guys, let's get over to Sherry's channel. Sherry Lynn Madcat has some great lives, good people, lots of fun. Let's go over there and support her. And remember, man, drop the negativity, drop the attacks. Got no time to fight each other. Got no time to fight each other. Check out DEA's live. Leave a comment in my comments section if you missed it in chat earlier, and I'll make sure I send it to you personally on Instagram from Wagner County Snake Hunter. Hey DEA, is that it? Yep, that's it. Just saying hello. DEA Exotics, just saying hello. And guys, everybody, let's go mob Sherry's chat, because they do this for me once in a while. They're good people. Gang, I'm going to end this live. I'll see you all over at Sherry Lynn's.